So I'm with my boyfriend of over 3 years, and he's pursuing a modeling career. So he's not really ready to commit 100%, settle down, do the family thing, marriage, nothing like that. You know, at times he used to play those games with me and stuff like that, but all in all, I'm crazy in love with him, more crazy in love with him than Beyonce is in love with Jay-Z. So I was there working hard because his his goals and aspiration to become a model was costing us a lot of money and stuff like that. So I was doing everything to be the ride or die chick, support him, be his backbone. So I was working 2 jobs and everything and stuff like that. He would work at times, but he was doing a lot of traveling, so it was costing us a lot of money. But in the meantime, while we were together, this one guy kept chasing me, and I'm like, wait a minute, my boyfriend's always out of town. We doing this so he can, build his career, so life can be better tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because my boyfriend, my family knew him. His family knew me, and we were actually together, and everybody knew us as a couple. But this other guy who was chasing me, I kind of got to a point, I'm like, maybe this guy, he's somebody I can lean on to use him to, support my boyfriend or whatever. So I decided to give him a call and give him a play, you know what? So when I call him, I decided to agree to go on a date with him. When we went on a date, I decided to lay the ground rules because I wasn't going to cheat on my boyfriend. I was just in this to try to milk him a little bit. So I told him, I said, look, man, I don't want to be intimate. I'm celibate and it has to stay that way until we get married. He was like, no problem. I'm all down for that. That lets me know you're a good woman. You respect yourself. You have values and standards. And that's what I like. I said, okay, thank you so much. We, after the date, we went on more dates. I mean, my boyfriend's always traveling and stuff like that. We went on more dates and stuff. As time went by, he wanted to come to my house. He wanted to come to my apartment, wherever I live. And I'm like, oh, that's a no-no. Because, my boyfriend's almost like we live together. He has key to my place. I have key to his place. So I can't bring Mr. Right over here to my place. So he said, why can't I come to your place? I said, no, you can't come to my place. He said, why? I said, because I live with my mom and I don't want you to meet my parents yet. He was like, okay, that's understandable. And I was like, I gotta come up, I gotta hash out a plan to make this, to keep this man comfortable. I had an older couple that I knew I was very close to. I went to them. I told them, I said, hey, I met this guy. He's really nice. He got a real good job. His life is well put together, got a nice house, got 2 cars. And he's very interested in a committed relationship with me. But the thing is, I live with my mom and I'm not ready to take him to my parents' house. So I want you guys to, pretend to be my parents. Let me bring him to you. You be the first to evaluate him. And if he's good enough, if you guys approve him, then most definitely my mom will approve him. So I just don't want you guys to let him know that you guys are not my real parent. Parents. I will reveal that to him later on. So they was down with it. I couldn't tell them my real plan because I knew they wouldn't, go with the flow. So they agreed. So then at a certain point, a few weeks later, I told Mr. Wright, the guy with all the money, I said, hey, I'm ready for you to meet my parents. He was so excited. He was so excited. So we went and he met my parents. And then I decided to use this opportunity because he would do anything for me. Pay for me to get my hair done, give me allowances to go on shopping spree. He would help pay all my bills and stuff like that. So with my parents in the picture and they have their own home, it's an older home, I started using that as a way to get more money from him too, I would tell him, oh, the roof is leaking. Oh, my mama's car is in the shop. Oh, I would tell him this is breaking, that is broken. We need money. And he would just write check, put it in my name. And that money plus my money, everything got together, and it was helping to push my boyfriend to become more successful, to hit all the agencies, modeling agencies he wanted to hit, to, to shoot better, modeling portfolio, prepare better portfolio, high class portfolios and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So as time went by, one time, Mr. Right here invited me on a very special date. I didn't want to think he was about to do what I thought he was going to do, but that's exactly what he was going to do. He took me to go meet his parents, and at his parents' house, it was almost like too many people. Why are we coming to your parents' house, but it's just too many people? To my surprise, this man got on his knee to engage me. I mean, I didn't want to embarrass him in front of his people. I said yes, but afterwards, when we left, I told him, can you take me home? So when we got to my so-called parents' house, I told him I need to talk to you. He said, about what? I said, look, I started taking the ring off and giving it back to him. He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm giving this ring back to you because I have been deceiving you. He said, what? I said, I've deceived you this whole time. I'm in a committed relationship going on 4 years. It's just that I desperately needed some financial support from somebody, and you seem so vulnerable. And I just couldn't resist. But I can't keep going like this. These people, this house, the man and the woman in this house, they are not my parents, okay? So I don't want to keep dragging you further and deceiving you. So I want you to take your ring back. I'm so sorry for everything I've done to you. I am so sorry. But I have to stop at this point. We can't go any further. I dropped the ring in the seat, got out of the car, and went inside my so-called parents' house. I never answered his phone call. I never looked outside because what I did was so wrong that I didn't want to stay another second next to this man. I don't know what he was capable of.